Picture this. You spill coffee on your shirt right before an important meeting. Your phone dies, traffic is insane, and you think, great, it's going to be one of those days. But what if I told you that Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in ancient Rome, had days like this too? And he developed a mental framework that turned every disaster into an advantage. Here's the thing that blew my mind when I first learned this. Stoics don't try to avoid bad days. They prepare for them. They even love them. I know that sounds crazy, but stick with me. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to use two ancient Stoic techniques that will completely change how you experience setbacks. By the end of this video, you'll actually look forward to challenges because you'll know they're making you stronger. The first technique is called negative visualization. And no, it's not about being pessimistic. Think of it as a mental vaccine. Just like a vaccine exposes you to a small amount of a virus to build immunity, negative visualization exposes you to potential problems to build emotional immunity. Here's how it works. Before your day starts, spend 30 seconds imagining what could go wrong. Not to stress yourself out, but to mentally rehearse your response. What if my presentation gets interrupted? What if someone criticizes my work? What if I'm stuck in traffic? Seneca, the Roman philosopher, said something brilliant. He suffers more in imagination than in reality. When you've already mentally faced a setback, it loses its power to shock you. It's like watching a movie for the second time. You know the plot twists are coming. I started doing this before difficult conversations, and it's a game changer. Instead of being blindsided by criticism, I'm thinking, there it is, I prepared for this. My heart rate stays normal, my thinking stays clear, and I can actually respond thoughtfully instead of reactively. But here's where it gets really powerful. The second technique is called loving your fate, or in Latin, Amor Fati. This isn't about pretending everything is awesome. It's about finding the hidden gift in every situation. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his journal, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Translation: every obstacle is actually an opportunity in disguise. Let me show you exactly how this works with 3 scenarios you've probably experienced. Scenario 1, the last-minute cancellation. You've prepared for weeks for a big presentation. Then, 30 minutes before, it gets cancelled. Your old response? Frustration, feeling like you wasted time, maybe even anger. The Stoic response. First, you're not shocked because you used negative visualization. You considered this possibility. Second, you ask, what's the gift here? Maybe you needed that extra time for something more urgent. Maybe your presentation wasn't quite ready, and this forced improvement will make it better. Maybe this is teaching you to be more flexible. I had this exact thing happen last month. My initial reaction was annoyance. Then I remembered, what stands in the way becomes the way. That cancelled meeting gave me time to handle a family emergency I didn't even know was coming. The universe had better timing than I did. Scenario 2, the rude stranger. Someone cuts you off in traffic or is unnecessarily harsh to you. Your old response? Anger, taking it personally, letting it ruin your mood. The Stoic response. You realize this person is your teacher. They're giving you a chance to practice patience, compassion, or simply letting go. Marcus Aurelius dealt with difficult people too. He wrote, "How much trouble he avoids, he does not look to see what his neighbor says or does." This shift is incredible. Instead of feeling victimized, you feel grateful? That aggressive driver just gave you a free lesson in emotional control. That rude cashier just helped you practice not taking things personally. Scenario 3, the failure. You don't get the promotion. Your project doesn't work out. You feel like you failed. The Stoic response. First, you separate effort from outcome. You controlled your effort. That's what matters. The outcome teaches you something. Maybe you need different skills. Maybe this path wasn't right for you. Maybe something better is coming. Here's what's fascinating. Studies show that people who practice gratitude for difficult experiences actually become more resilient and happier. The Stoics figured this out 2,000 years ago. But here's the key insight that changes everything. You're not trying to eliminate bad days. You're changing your relationship with them. Think about it. The day something bad happens, you have two choices. Spend your energy fighting reality, being angry, feeling victimized. Spend your energy finding the lesson, practicing virtue, growing stronger. The first choice leaves you drained and bitter. The second choice leaves you wiser and more resilient. Same day, completely different outcome. Now I want to give you a simple framework you can use starting today. I call it the Stoic Reset. Step 1, pause and breathe. When something bad happens, take 3 deep breaths. This stops your automatic reaction. Step 2, ask the Stoic question. What is this here to teach me? Not why is this happening to me, but what is this here to teach me? Step 3, find one gift. Even in the smallest annoyance, find one tiny gift. The long line taught you patience. The criticism showed you where to improve. The rejection redirected you to something better. I've been practicing this for 6 months now, and I'm not exaggerating when I say it's changed my life. I actually get excited when things go wrong, because I know I'm about to learn something or grow stronger. Last week, my flight got cancelled, and instead of being frustrated, I was curious. What's this here to teach me? I ended up having an amazing conversation with a stranger in the airport that led to a business opportunity I never would have had otherwise. Here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, every time something goes wrong, no matter how small, ask yourself, what is this here to teach me? And find one gift in it. The Stoics understood something profound. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control what it means. And when you control the meaning, you control your experience. Bad days aren't the enemy, they're your training ground. They're where you build the unshakable inner strength that nothing external can touch. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one bad thing that happened to you recently that you can now see as a gift? I read every comment, and I'd love to hear your insights. If this video helped you see challenges differently, hit that like button, subscribe for more practical Stoic wisdom, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, what stands in the way becomes the way.